Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called The Main Event, created by Konami in 1988. And this was requested by YouTube user donpaisano, and I initially was not going to do it because the game frustrated the hell out of me. I'm still not a fan of it, really. The characters are smallish. It's a wrestling game, obviously, by the marquee, but the characters are smallish looking on the screen. It kind of reminds me of a game by Konami called, I think it was Crime Fighters, where all the characters were really small and just not all that appealing, and I still feel that way. But if you are an amateur at button mashing, stay the hell away from this game. You have to be really proficient at button mashing to get good at this. I finally appreciated this game a little tiny bit, but I still don't like it very much. I prefer games where the arena is really big and the screen has to kind of scroll around to capture all the action of it. It's just too small for me. But there are no WWF wrestlers or any real pro wrestlers. But the characters, the wrestlers, greatly resemble real-life wrestlers. You can insert multiple coins to give yourself more energy, and even if you have a lot of energy, you can still get pinned if you're not mashing the buttons fast enough. And you have to get really proficient at bashing the hell out of those buttons. I'm not kidding. Well, we'll get started. I'm going to choose Conan the Great, which is a Hulk Hogan type guy, and the San Antonio Smasher, which is like Randy Savage, Macho Man. I do like the narration here, the announcer. But you have two buttons. One is to tag team, or to tag your partner just outside the ring. And you go in the corner and you press the tag button. You can do a backdrop and throw your opponent out of the ring that way. And there's a chair there that you can use. You pick it up with the tag button and smash your opponents with it. Only you have to be back in the ring in time. I mean, your tag team partner doesn't have to. But one button is to punch or attack in some way, and you use that to weaken your opponent. Just keep bashing them with it. There is also, like I said, the tag button, and when you get close, you can use the buttons for different means. You can do a body slam, I think, by pressing down and the attack button, and then I think by pressing right and the attack button you do a shoulder throw, and then pushing both together pins when the opponent is down. And you have to wail on the buttons even when you're pinning an opponent to keep them from getting up. Do not always rely on your tag team partner to climb in the ring and knock the opponent off of you when they're pinning you. Now, it's kind of stupid. Sometimes you have to wail on the button early, and sometimes you don't have to wail on it until they get to the 2 count. When you're pinning them, you get them in headlocks. You can do a shoulder throw. You can do a backdrop. But yeah, I just don't like the mechanics of it, and I'm just not good enough at button bashing. And I come up short several times, just barely, just because the computer starts wailing on the button to kick out at the last second. I just barely got the count.
Conan the Great and San Antonio Smasher. You can win the next round. Go for it. This is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
But the characters are El Condor, Conan the Great, the Maui Masher, the Kamikaze Ken, the San Antonio Smasher, Saturn 6,
At a
Bigfoot
total
Joe
combined
and
weight
Alan
of
the Empire.
537 pounds, San Antonio Smasher.
But most
Conan
of
the
these
Great.
guys are
You're gonna
based
step
on
out and run. Hey,
based on real life wrestling stars. Early on, yeah, that's a good idea. Let him come back into the corner
head two.
and then just
There's a possible pin.
mash the attack button to just kick them or punch them, soften them up, and then while they're down, press the attack button and you'll kick them while they're on the ground.
Here comes Conan.
You can climb the 4 turnbuckles. Just press towards the turnbuckle and you'll start climbing it,
It's 2 count.
and then press the button, press the attack button when you reach the top, and you'll just jump off and try to land on your opponent.
Body slam. Jumping knee drop. Jumping knee drop. Drop kick.
Probably my favorite wrestling game of the time was
1, 2. There's a possible pin.
almost was I think WWF Superstars by Technos, which came out I think a year after this. That was fun. This one's just, it's frustrating. I just don't like the size of the characters, too small. And even if you have a ton of energy, you can still lose if you're not fast enough with mashing the buttons. Oh, that was good.
The winners of this bout, San Antonio
One thing I
Smasher
failed to notice
and
was
Conan the Great. You can
when
win
your
the
game
next
is,
round.
it's
Go
not
for
quite
it.
when your game is officially over
This is a tag
that
team
you can
match.
put in your
It
initials.
goes for one
When your
fall.
energy
Enter
runs
your
out
first.
completely
The
to 0,
combination in the corner to my right.
then you get to put in
At
your
a
initials, and I
combined
did
weight
not
of
notice that.
522 pounds. Kamikaze Ken
You get
and his
some
tag
energy
team
restored
partner, the Maui Mauler.
after a successful
Their
match.
At a total combined weight of 537 pounds, Conan the Great, San Antonio Smasher.
When
The bell has rung. Aye!
yeah, when your energy runs down to 0, I think you can still move around, but when you get pinned, it's over. There's no way you can get out of
Elbow
it.
smash. Jumping knee drop. Dumping.
But that seems to be a semi-decent strategy early on, at least,
There's a possible pin.
to just kind of lure them into a corner, lure them at the top away from their tag team partner, and soften them up enough so that you can at least start to pin them. Not always will their partner come in to save their ass. Not always will your partner come in to save your ass.
Elbow smash.
So don't always rely on that.
Dumping.
I might have seen this at like a movie theater, in a movie theater lobby or something. I probably did. I didn't bother playing it. I don't really like it all that much, but I don't hate it nearly as much as I did a while ago before I gave it another chance and actually started to win some matches.
It's 2 count.
Yeah, again, it looks like you'll be able to win, but when you get to the 2 count, then the computer just starts wailing on the button and kicks out of a pin.
Good teamwork.
Or their tag team partner will come in and kick you off.
Shoulder throw.
Yeah, you can do an attack if you're close to the rope. Push into the rope, and you'll bounce back, and you can press an attack button and quickly hit them.
9,
They
10,
probably won't have time to react.
12, 13, 14,
And I never got a chance to use the chair.
17. Missing. You're gonna headbutt.
There are other moves besides the pin that can force your opponent into submission. There's chokeholds. There's arm twists. Yeah,
Dumping.
choke them while you're sitting on them.
Dumping. Dumping.
As long as you're still wailing on the button, or whoever's the one on the ground is still wailing on the button, they can keep from having to submit and lose. But even if you lose a match, you get one more chance. You get a rematch. You don't lose your score either.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pin.
I started to
The
get
winners
much
of
better
this
at this
bout, Conan the
when I
Great
gave it another
and
chance.
San
Early on,
Antonio
I
Smasher.
hated this game with a
You can
passion.
win the next round. Go for it.
But yeah, I gave it another
This
chance.
is a
It's,
tag team match.
you
Scheduled
just
for
have to
one
be
fall.
really good at
Introducing
bashing
first
the buttons.
combination in the corner to my right at a combined weight of 703 pounds.
I would get like
Bigfoot
wiped
Joe and his
physically
tag team partner,
in the first
Kamikaze
round from
Ken,
bashing buttons,
their
and
opponent.
just
At
wanted
a
to
total
give up.
combined weight of
But
537
I tried
pounds.
it's a little
San
bit better than I
Antonio
initially
Smasher.
thought it was, but I
Conan the
I
Great.
still prefer a lot of better wrestling
Here we
games
go.
over this.
You're gonna elbow smash.
And again, there was a game called Crime Fighters, I believe, by Konami that
Headlock. Ah,
maybe it didn't
There.
start the whole small character
good teamwork.
design, but
Backbreaker. Dumping.
I remember seeing that and then seeing this, and I'm just like, I don't like that look. It doesn't appeal to me.
Drop kick.
Very dull audience. Yeah, I like the bigger
Good teamwork.
look to the arena in other wrestling games where it pans around as you move around,
There's
and
a possible
you
pin.
can see more detail in the crowd and more detail on the wrestlers.
Drop kick. Bear hug. Hey, your brain damage.
Yeah, I'm still wailing on the buttons, so I can't submit. Ouch.
Ah, come on. Big body slam. Dumping.
Yeah, once you get him on the ground, press the punch button or whatever, and he just kicks out,
Atomic drop.
and you'll step on them while they're down,
Here
drain
comes
some of their
Conan.
energy. They're on
Here
tag
comes
teaming,
Kamikaze. Shoulder
and there was
attack.
the run into the ropes and bounce back and hit your opponent. That's tough for them
Body
to stop.
slam. Elbow smash.
I've
You're
expressed
gonna-
my displeasure about this game
Dumping.
on Atari Age forums, and another number of people responded, and they were like, we had fun with it back in the day because it was a big
He's made the tag.
button mashing game, but we admit it's really not that good a game. Yeah, like I said, I initially did not want to do this. I gave up, and I was so mad at this game, but I gave it another chance.
It's a pin.
There we go.
The winners of this bout.
But yeah, this
San
game
Antonio
is
Smasher
endless as far as I
and
can tell.
Conan the Great. You can win the next round. Go for it.
I mean, I've watched
This
other
is a
videos
tag
of this
team
game
match
by other people, and they got
scheduled for
further
one
than I
fall.
did, and the game just
Introducing
kept
first
on
the
going.
combination in the corner to my right at a combined weight of 743 pounds. Alan the
Yeah,
Empire.
there's only
and
I'm not
his
a
tag
big
team partner, the
WrestleMania
Maui
or
Mauler.
wrestling
Their
fan.
opponent at a total
There's just a
combined
couple,
weight of
2 or 3
537 pounds. Conan
wrestlers
the
that I
Great,
noticed that
San
they
Antonio Smasher.
patterned these
Here we
characters
go.
after.
He's got elbow smash. All right.
But everybody recognizes Hulk
Body
Hogan,
slam.
and
Dumping.
that guy Conan the
Dumping.
Great
Dumping.
is just like him.
1, 2. It's 2 count.
Oh, I got help from my tag team partner
Dumping.
to stop the guy that was gonna kick me off.
1, 2.
But the
There's a
computer was
possible
still
pin.
just
Missing.
barely fast enough to get out of the pin.
Hey, your brain damage.
If the computer throws you at the ropes, you might be able to like do a jump drop or whatever they call it to get out of it, to get out of the running motion.
1, 2.
Yeah, his partner didn't come into the ring to help him.
Dumping.
Kind of weird.
Dumping.
So I'm just gonna keep softening him up until he can't get up.
2, 3.
Ta-da!
It's a pin. The winners of this bout, Conan the Great.
Again,
and
I didn't
San
notice
Antonio
that once
Smasher.
your energy is out, that's
You can
when you
win the
need
next
to
round.
press
Go for it.
That's when you need to enter your initials. It's not after the match is over that you need to do that. I didn't realize that, but I'm warning you. That's you got to put in your initials when your energy is out and you're getting pinned. And while you're pinned, you have to quickly put in your initials, or else it's too late. Saturn 6, what the hell is that about? What a dumb name. 6 what? I hope you're enjoying the weekend. I was going to mow the lawn, but it rained a little bit, and I got home and didn't feel like doing anything. Well, I fixed my my fence, or put up new fence boards, but that was all I felt like doing other than making gaming videos. Crap. Earlier strategies against the computer don't quite work as well at this point in the game. Like trying to lure them back in the corner and then softening them up far away from their tag team opponent or partner. And here's the continue I get to use, or the rematch without losing the score. My energy's starting to dwindle here. My partner helps break me out of that bear hug. Damn it.
Good teamwork.
There, he got me out of that too.
Here comes the smasher.
And I'm going to tag team.
Headlock.
And he's going to get his butt kicked.
Jumping,
Crap.
jumping, knee drop.
Well, my energy's almost out.
Jumping. Pile driver.
Bastard.
The smasher is down.
Yeah, now I was trying to break out of it and I didn't realize that's when you put in your initials. That's really stupid. They should wait until after your game's over, then let you put in your initials. That's lame. That is the main event by Konami in 1988. And this was suggested by YouTube user donpaisano. And once again, that was the main event by Konami in 1988. A wrestling game that, I'm not a big fan of it. But you gotta learn how to mash buttons real quick. Thanks for watching, and thank you, donpaisano, for suggesting this. Catch you later with another video. Bye, folks.